Hi and welcome to episode 66 of Bitches of Horror.
And this time we have a Last Exit Entertainment special.
Yes, and what is Last Exit Entertainment special, Jasmine?
It's Last Exit Entertainment is a distribution company in Sweden. It is run by Thomas Sandqvist and Jason Meredith. They started this thing when they met at Weekend of Horrors in Germany. And they were like, hey, we want to give out Andrei Iskanov's movies. And then they had like the same taste in movies and everything. And then they created Last Exit Entertainment.
Yeah.
And if you've read Gorgasmic Cinema, you might recognize some of the names. And also the distribution company because they've made a lot of commercials in that. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And they're really great people. We've met them. I haven't met Thomas, but I've met Jason.
Both.
Yeah. They were really nice to give us this opportunity. They gave us loads of films, and we have a little bit of a treat for you afterwards. Yes. But let's get started with some of the reviews.
Yeah. So we will begin with Nails.
Yes.
From 2003 by Andrei Iskanov.
Yeah, and
from Russia.
He's pretty infamous, Andrei Iskanov. He's done a lot of movies in the underground scene, which are very famous. Nails, I think, is a little bit either you love it or hate it. I think a lot of people, when I've read reviews and asked people about it, that's what people usually say. But then I watched it myself. Yeah,
and I've always wanted to see the film because of the cover.
I've had it for like 2 years, but I haven't watched it. Don't know why.
Like I got it, and when the minute I got it, I watched it. I was like, I have to see this.
But I think I bought it in Germany.
Yeah, I think
and Weekend of Horrors.
Yeah. So the story of Nails is a man who is suffering from, I don't know really what he's suffering from, but he finds a way to treat himself in a very special and disturbing way.
Yes.
Yeah.
This film is just amazing in color. The colors in this film are just amazing.
Like someone is having an acid trip through the entire film, because it's just colors and hallucinations and amazing things.
It's like both dream and nightmare at the same time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Because it's very nightmarish, but the colors aren't very... Not all the time, but a lot of the time the colors aren't very, like, evilish. They're more, like, beautiful, yeah.
Like
but
calm, almost.
Yeah, but it's still, like, chaotic, and, it's interesting.
But I have to say, like, when the film began, I was like, oh, this doesn't look so good.
It started pretty weak.
I was like, oh, just the lighting and the choices of editing, and I was like, oh, hopefully it's not like this through the entire film. And it wasn't. It was better, way better. Just the first like 5 minutes or something.
Yeah, I really enjoyed like some of the angles they had. Not usual angles, since it is underground. People they don't give a shit about rules. It's not like, oh, I can't film from this angle because it's not allowed. They're like, fuck that.
Yeah, let's just
this looks cool, let's do it. And it does look cool. The angles are really...
Especially with the colors and the hallucinations and stuff. Like, it doesn't bother me that the angles are wrong or something.
No.
It's just, it fits.
The only thing one of the things that I had a little bit of a problem with is that the acting was not top notch. A lot of the time. I had no idea what was going on in the beginning there in that restaurant.
Me neither.
That restaurant was like, what is this scene?
Yeah.
And then sometimes I feel it's a little bit too all over the place. Mm-hmm. Like, it kind of loses you sometimes. You're just like, oh, okay, well, not like, oh, I'm not sure what's going on, but now it's just like, but what happened there? Yeah. And I think it might be an editing. Like, you had me
and you lost me.
Yeah. It kind of like picks you up and puts you down sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes some shots were like too long and like, okay, we get it. We just move on. But still, some of the SFX were really good.
Really cool.
Like, how did they even do that? Like, how?
Yeah.
How?
There's one that was like, whoa, like I can see it's real, but it's not
and
real.
I was like,
How are they doing
okay,
this?
they would probably cut away right now, and they didn't. I was like, okay, now. And they didn't. I was like, whoa, how? But that was really good.
Yeah, the effects were really good.
And also, like, some sounds and some music were very good. Like, just really fit well with the scenes and everything. And
I agree with that, but at the same time, I think they reused a lot of the music too much. It was like repetitive, and you're just like, okay, well, you know, I get that it's the same like type of music throughout the film. That's fine, but like it was just like the same song, and that I wish they would have kind of mixed up a little bit with like a different same sound but a different song. I think would have been good.
But overall, I did really enjoy this film.
Yeah.
And I will give it an 8 out of 10.
7 out of 10.
Cool. Let's move on to Der Samurai from 2014 by Till Kleinert from Germany.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we both actually saw this at the Monsters of Film Festival before we knew each other.
Yeah.
But I actually introduced this film at that festival.
Yeah, you did. You were amazing.
Yeah, right. I was asked like 2 minutes before. I was like, I'd never heard of this movie. Okay.
You should have seen how people were crying at the end. They were like, oh my god, that was a beautiful speech.
I know. I have that effect on people. People just cry when they see me. But yeah, this is about a killer. A man who kills in a dress and a katana.
Yeah. And a police officer follows him. Like, he's allowed to follow him. Yeah.
It's like detective.
Yeah. And I really enjoy this film. I think it's very odd.
It is
special. Yeah. And I like the original script. The concept is very original and it's beautiful also. And I do like the samurai.
Yeah, I no, I don't like this film as much as you do. But I do not think it's a bad film. I agree with the originality. The originality is fantastic, and just like some of the scenes are really strong and capture you. But I did feel that at times this film was very slow and kind of I lost interest like in the middle of it, and the film like it starts off really slow, but then like towards the end it picks up, and that's when it really gets you. It kind of gripped you in the beginning in that one scene that was really I thought that was really strong, and then it like okay, now everything's slow, and then like at the end you're like
I just think like any scene with the samurai like really got me. Like I was like hooked because I just felt so bad and sorry for him.
The way he talked was really good. Like I really enjoyed how he talked. He had like this and sort of sex. It's kind of like a seducing voice. Like
please kill me with your katana. But he also his eyes, like his look, very good. Yeah, and the ending, crazy good.
Oh yeah,
it's like that's the stuff right there. Like yes.
It's a very original film, and I definitely think that this film should be watched at least once by people who love horror and a little bit different film, because it's a unique experience. Even if you like it or don't like it, it's different from other films, which is always appreciated.
Yes,
by me at least, and Sarah.
Yeah.
So for me, it's a 6 out of 10.
8 out of 10. I really enjoyed this. Yeah. Okay, let's move on to our last film for this episode.
Yes.
The Forest of Lost Souls from 2017 by Jose Pedro Lopez.
Pedro from Portugal.
Yes.
And this, Portuguese always gets me. I'm like, what language is this?
It sounds like a mix of
Polish.
No, but just every language.
Yeah, it's like Polish Spanish. I don't know what it is, but it's like really weird. And my boyfriend was sitting next to me, and he was like, "What are you watching your Polish films from?" I'm like, it's not Polish, it's Portuguese. He's like, "Oh, really?" It's just a really special language.
Yeah, it is.
But yes, moving on. This is about it's about a girl who's in a suicide forest. I think they kind of took inspiration from Aokigahara in Japan, and this man comes in and is going to kill himself. Plans to kill himself. And they start talking, and he's like, "Oh yeah, you're way too young to kill yourself, and you need to live."
Yeah, because she also wants to
kill herself.
Yeah.
And then some things start to happen, and then it escalates.
And weird things start to happen. Yeah.
Yeah.
Script,
it's hard to say more than that without,
Yeah.
spoiling it.
Yeah.
So, but indeed, things do start to happen.
Yeah.
And,
it's a very beautiful film. And,
yes.
the two of them have some very beautiful moments.
Yeah.
Like, the dialogue and just the way they are saying it. It was
the acting is really good, yeah.
Yeah.
They have really good chemistry. It's not like even like a sexual thing chemistry. No. It's just like really good.
Natural.
Yeah, natural chemistry. Yeah.
And I found the dialogue very interesting.
Yeah.
Like what she was saying, like how you should prepare to kill yourself. Like you should bring your baby food, or you should bring some stuff like this, because otherwise you will just be like, no, I don't want to kill myself and go home. Like, she said some pretty interesting things.
Yeah. I love that this film is in black and white, and the lighting in it just captures like the black and white perfectly.
Yeah.
Like it's not too dark. It's just really, it's like a soothing black and white. I can't really explain it in a better way, but it's very beautiful. And yeah, it's also quite original. Like you don't really know where the film is going, and when it actually gets you, you're like, what? Like.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
It started
what
out somewhere and ended up
I
somewhere
don't know.
way over there.
But yeah, it ended really good and just took really great turns.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's hard to say more about it, you know. It was
without
a good film.
like spoiling it.
Yeah.
But I think like everyone should see this, especially if you love different art house indie films.
Yeah.
Then this is a film for you.
But this is like more like kind of like fast paced. If I like compare it to like
really slow, yeah.
Lilith's Awakening, that film was really, really slow. It's not bad, but it's very different. But in this film, it's not like, oh bam bam. It's more like, it's so interesting that it like keeps you captivated, and it's not that long.
No, it is not. But I don't know why.
It's like an hour and 10 minutes.
When I watched this, I got a feeling of Miss Zombie.
I
don't know why.
Maybe the lighting is quite different. Same, I mean.
Yeah, and like just the pacing and I don't know why, but just got a Miss Zombie feeling, which I also enjoyed.
Yeah, it's a good one. Yeah, but this is a good film.
Yeah, and I will give it an 8 out of 10.
Me too. 8 out of 10.
Wow, every film today has been an 8 out of 10.
Like,
your
standard is an 8 out of 10. Yeah. It's like, that's where your average is. Mine is like... But yeah, this is really good. And it's gotten really good reviews from other sources.
Yeah. So I'm really grateful that I got the opportunity to watch this.
Yes, indeed. And we want to thank Last Exit Entertainment for, this is what we got from them. You can see here we got Naifu no Tetsugaku, which is philosophy of the knife.
4 hours.
Yes, I haven't seen that yet, but we're going to do an Andre Iskano special in the future. So that will be on there.
Horsehead. Yes.
Sweet.
Oh, here's the Samurai.
Yeah. Also released by Last Exit. El Capital de Muertos.
Capital dos Muertos.
Muertos, sorry. Yes. Not muertos.
Nails. Yeah, look at this cover. It's pretty amazing. Good cover. And The Forest of Lost Souls. And not only do we get movies, but we also got a bag and a pin and t-shirts. And now to the really fun part.
Yes. Woo, surprise!
Yes, you can be the one.
Okay, yeah, so we got a special request from Last Exit Entertainment to give out a tote bag, with a pin, and... Ooh, we didn't even get this. Okay,
yeah, we didn't, so...
The forest... No. It's the wrong one.
We didn't get this
that
one.
one we got.
Yeah.
The Forest of Lost Souls.
And it's signed.
It's signed by the director and I think the...
Actress.
Yeah, the actors in the film. So, yes. And all you have to do is comment with your name.
Yes.
And say that you want to win this amazing prize.
Yep.
And we'll send it to you wherever in the world you are. And, well, also, that's for prize number 1. Yeah. Prize number 2 is actually that.
Yeah.
Nails.
Yes.
So if you want nails, comment as well. and
yeah,
we'll see who wins. You have about a week.
A week.
Yeah. We'll post the end date in the info box. Yeah. That's some good stuff right there.
Yes.
Yeah, and we'll post all the links for the Last Exit Entertainment. If you have an indie film, gore or underground that you want to distribute, contact them. I bet they'll be interested.
Do it. So thanks for watching.
Thank you.
And keep liking our stuff, sharing it, posting comments. Yeah, whatever.
Yes. And stay horrific.
Bye.
Bye. I don't know what I think to say.